Hi, it's Chrissy here, and in this video I'm going to show you a few different ways of branding social quote posters or any other images you might have on your hard drive. And in this example I'm going to be working with the images that you got with the Stress Busters PLR bundle if you pick that up. And the first method I want to show you is with PowerPoint. So let's go to PowerPoint, and I've created a little template that you can use, and I'll just open that up now. Okay, so here we are inside PowerPoint, and I've got that template open that I was talking about. Now, the first thing you might want to do is save this file as a different name, just so that you can preserve the original template and work with it again when you want to. So click on File, Save As, and then just save it as a different name. Instead of branding template, we'll just put social posters Stress Busters. As you can see, we've got some instructions on the screen, but the first thing I really want to do is go to the Home tab, select Selection Pane, because that way you can see all the elements that you've got on the slide. As you can see, we've got an image, which is this one here, and you've got a website URL, which is just a text box. So let's just follow the instructions on the image. Right click, change picture from a file, and then you browse to wherever on your computer you've got the images stored. Okay, so I choose the first image and I click Insert, and you can see the default image is now being replaced with my first image, social poster quote. Now we need to change the text, so click on website URL in the selection box, and then position your cursor just at the front of the text, and then left click and drag to highlight it. And now you can type in your text. So as you can see, the colour doesn't exactly stand out on this image, so I'm just going to click off that, click back on the website URL in the selection pane, and now with that selected, I'm going to go up to the ribbon and to the font color picker, click on the little drop down arrow, and as you can see, when you hover over, PowerPoint gives you a preview of what it's going to look like, so you can choose whatever color you like. I'm just going to stick with white, and with that still selected, if you want to change the font, just go up to the font picker, and again, when you hover over, PowerPoint gives you a preview of what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to change it to Abadi. And you can change the size to the same way if you want to, but I'm just going to stick with 24 at the moment. And that's the first one done. So go back to this slide 1 and right click, duplicate slide. And now we're just going to do exactly the same thing as we did before. Just going to right click, change picture from a file. Click on website URL, because on this image the white doesn't stand out that well, so I'm going to change it to black. And also I want to change the positioning a little bit. I think it just needs to go up a tad, so using my left and right and up and down arrow keys on the keyboard, I'm just going to nudge it up a little bit into place. And then we're just going to do exactly the same thing again. Right click on the thumbnail, duplicate slide, right click on this image, change picture from a file, change that there. And again, I'm going to go to the website URL, I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to change the text to white. Right click on this thumbnail, duplicate slide, right click on the image, change picture from file. And this one I'm happy with as it is, so just going to repeat the process, duplicate slide, right click on the image, change picture from file, and then just carry on working your way through all the images that you want to brand. And once you've finished, make sure to save your file again, and then click on File, and then this time click on Save As, and instead of PowerPoint presentation, click on the box and choose either JPEG or PNG. I'll just choose JPEG. Then if you click on the More Options link, you can tell PowerPoint where to save your folder. I'm just going to save it to the desktop, and I'm going to click Save and choose All Slides. And then PowerPoint tells you that each slide has been saved in a separate folder. Click OK. We'll just go and check that. And there are the social media images ready to post. Okay, in the next part of the video, I'm going to show you how to do something very similar, but using the free online Google Slides app. So here we are in the free Google Slides app online. And the first thing you'll want to do is to do File, Make a Copy, and then give it a name. Choose where you want to save it to in your account and click on the yellow OK button. Now, if the Make a Copy option is grayed out, it's going to mean you're not signed into your Google account. So you have to sign in and then make a copy, and then you've got a copy to work with inside your own Google account. And of course, I will put the link to this original template somewhere below the video. So once you've done that, you might want to make a second copy, because then you've always got that original template to work with. So this is very similar to the PowerPoint method I showed you in the first part of the video, except with Google Slides there's no option to open any kind of selection pane. So let's just go ahead and change the image. We'll right click like we did, and we'll choose Replace Image, Upload from Computer, and then browse on your computer to wherever you've got the images stored and choose the first image. Click Open, and then the default image is now being replaced by the first image. Now we need to change the text. Click on the text box, position your cursor just at the beginning of the text, left click to highlight the text, and then put whatever you want to put there. Okay, so now we need to change the color again. So click off that, and then we need to make sure that the whole of this text is highlighted. With your cursor just to the side of the text, so you can see those little crosshairs, click on that and then go up to the font box and choose your color. Unfortunately, you don't get a preview of the color like you did with PowerPoint. I'm just going to choose white, and you can see it's done the whole of the text. Now, if I was to have clicked off that and then click on the text where the cursor key, the little cursor symbol is a line rather than that cross, if I just click on that and I try to do it all at once and change the color, nothing much is going to happen. You have to make sure that when you select it, you've just got the crosshairs. Okay, and similar to PowerPoint, when you've got that selected, you can go ahead and change the font, and again you don't get a preview, but yeah, that will change it all at once, as long as you make sure you've highlighted it with the little crosshairs and not the line cursor. I'll just undo that. Okay, now we're ready for the second image. So we'll go to this thumbnail on the left and we'll right click and we'll do Duplicate Slide. And then we'll right click in the main pane and we'll click on Replace Image again, Upload from Computer, and we choose the second image, Open. And once again, we need to change the color of this text. So with the little crosshair to the side, click, go up to the font color, change it to black, and then use the little up and down, left and right arrow keys to change the position of the text to where you want it. And then we're just going to go Duplicate Slide again, right click, Replace Image, Upload from Computer. Get the little crosshairs to select the text and then go up and change the color and change the positioning too if you want. So keep working your way through like that until you've done all the images in the set or all the images you want to do. Now we need to export, but unfortunately Google Slides can't export the JPEGs or the PNGs in bulk. It will only export one slide at a time. So we need to do things slightly differently. Go to File, Download As, and this time choose PDF. And save it to wherever you want to on your computer. And now we have to go to a free online PDF converter. So here we are on the website PDF to image, and it's just pdf-to-image.com. And what this does, it lets you import a PDF, and then it does exactly what it says in the title. It converts the PDF to images. So click on Upload Files, click on the PDF that you had just exported, click Open, and as you can see, it's uploading it automatically and very quickly converting it. That was very quick. Now once it's done, just click on Download and it's going to give you a zip file as it shows in the image. Download that and save it to your computer, and then go back to the zip file, right click on the folder and do Extract All, and then you can choose what name you want it to go to. I'll just change this slightly from G Slide, and click Extract, and there you have your folder, and those are your social poster images ready to post on social media. In the last part of the video, I'm going to show you how to bulk brand social poster images using the free online design tool Crello. Okay, so here we are at the website Crello.com, and if you don't have an account with them, it's really well worth signing up for it because it's free, and they do have a premium version of course, but you can do lots of things with the free, and that's why I'm showing you how to bulk brand social media images with this. So either sign up or sign in, whichever is appropriate. I'll just sign in now. And here we are in the dashboard. So the first thing you want to do is set the dimensions. We're not going to use a template or anything. We're just going to start with a blank canvas. And I'm just going to go 1080 by 1080. And you can choose pixels or centimeters or inches, but obviously we want pixels. And click Let's Go. And now we want to click on the Uploads tab. Now, you are allowed to create folders in this, which helps you stay organized with your images. So especially if you're going to be using this to brand lots of different sets of images at the same time. So you might want to create a folder. Let's just go Add New Folder, give it a name. Say Stress Busters Quotes, click OK, and then click on the folder to enter it, and then go Upload Image, and browse on your computer to where you have the images. I'll select all the images that I need, and I click Open. Now once Crello's done its thing and it's imported all of the images for you, click on the first image and that automatically comes into the canvas. But unfortunately, even though the images are the same size as what we set the canvas at, Crello only brings it in at a smaller size, so we do have to resize it each time. So hover your cursor over these resizing nodes on the corner, any corner, and just drag it up. And then use the bottom corner and drag it down until that fits. And the next step is to add some text. So click on Text on the far left and then click on Add Subheading Text. Now using this text options box, change the font if you want, change the size if you want, and change the colour. And while that's still highlighted, you can just type in your own branding text. If it doesn't quite fit, just use these nodes to stretch out the text box, and then with the cursor changed to little crosshairs, drag it down into position. I'm just going to change the colour, I didn't do that before. Okay, and there you go. And I think I'll just make that slightly smaller. Maybe I'll just go to 14 on that one. So that's the first one done. Crello calls these pages. So this far right side has this pages tab. So click on that and then hover your cursor over this little thumbnail image, and this middle icon is to duplicate. So click on that one, and now we're going to work on this second image. Click on the image, and we're going to click on the bin to delete it. But don't worry, we've only deleted the image, the text is still there. So what we need to do now is go to My Files and click on the second image, and then we've got to do the same thing again. Just got to resize it so it fills the canvas. Okay, and now we've got to click on the layering icon, click on Move to Back, and now you can see that the text was there all the time. It was just behind the image at first. So let's move it up into position. Okay, and let's change the color. We'll go black. I think we'll make it bold actually on that one. Just fiddle about with it until you're happy with everything. And again, rinse and repeat. Delete that image. Click on the third image. Stretch it out. Send it to the back. Click on the text. Change the color if you need to, and carry on like that. Just keep working your way through them until you've done all the images that you want to. Now once you've done all the images, you're ready to download. So go up to the download button, and then what you need to do is make sure all pages is checked when the pop-up box comes up, and choose either JPEG or PNG. I'll just choose JPEG. And now Crello is preparing what it calls pages, but it's preparing them as separate JPG files. And then it automatically opens up a pop-up box so you can save that zip folder in your computer. Give it a name. And save it. Now, if for some reason your computer didn't bring up the pop-up box automatically to download it, you could just use this link here to download your design again. And then once again, go to wherever you downloaded the zip folder and right-click, extract all, and then it's already called Stress Busters from Crello, so I'm just going to click extract. And there you have your branded social media images ready for posting. Okay, so that was 3 ways that you can bulk brand social media images using PowerPoint, using the free Google Slides, and using a free Crello app. So it's completely up to you which method you use. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. I mean, PowerPoint is paid, so if you don't have that, then you can just use Google Slides. Google Slides needs the extra step where you convert it from PDF to JPEG. And with Crello, the only disadvantage with that is you have to keep resizing the images each time, but it really doesn't take long. And it's a great way of getting these social media images ready and branded with your details to post on social media. But thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. And if there are any questions, just don't hesitate to ask me.